Welcome to week 3 of Around the Blok, your go-to show for all the latest happenings in the Blokpax universe. I'm your host, Jen Con, joined by my dynamic co-host, Tex Hooper, as we bring you another action-packed episode. This week, we're diving into updates from some of our biggest voices in our community. Big Rob, Hawkewind, Loco, Eva the Intern, and DHoovey. And let's not forget the one, the only SlappyWhyte is back for another segment to keep things rolling. So buckle up and get ready. It's time to go around the block. How are you today, Tex?
I'm great, Jen. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah.
How's your Tuesday? So far, so good?
Tuesday, so far, so good. So
All
far, so
right.
good. I can't complain.
Excellent. Very good. Well, since everything's so great with us, let's get right into the show. And we're going to start with Big Rob and see what he's been working on.
Thanks, Jen and Tex. I got 2 updates for you today. The first one is I've added color pops to the HTH Market Pulse. So now you can select any color pop collection you want, and you'll be able to see all the sales data you need. You can get to that at radishdigital.com. In the main navigation under Blokpax, click on HTH Market Pulse. From there, you just select whichever collection you want to look at. The second update I have for you is for HTH Fantasy Sports. You will now be able to select Bojax as your captain. And the way his scoring works is that he gets 300,000 points. It's divided amongst everybody who picks him. So the more people who pick him, the less points he's worth. The fewer people who pick him, the more points he's worth. He's only going to be available in the captain slot. So if 5 people pick him, he's going to get 60,000 points times the captain multiplier, which is 1.5, for a total of 90,000 points. So don't sleep on Bojax. Back to you, Jen and Tex.
Dang, Rob, those updates just keep coming. Color pops on the marketplace. Bojack's added to fantasy. Tex, did you enter fantasy or do you play the fantasy? And what do you think about adding Bojack's to it?
I do play the fantasy as often as I can remember, which now that they let you set lineups in advance, that's really helped me because I don't have to remember every week.
And to do it, yeah.
So, and yeah, I love the idea of putting Bo in there, especially with the gamified aspect of it, depending on how many people use them, depends on how many points you'll get. So
Yep.
it's very cool. It's going to be
Yeah.
a fun twist.
I'm curious to see how it all plays out. That's one thing I have to do better at is registering for fantasy.
Haven't you won the fantasy contest a couple times?
No.
No, you never have? I thought you
No.
did.
I rarely enter.
Well,
I think I can count on one hand the number of times I've entered the fantasy. Like I said, I have to do a much better job at it.
I guess you do.
I
Man, oh
know.
man.
All right. So again, thanks to Big Rob. And now let's go check in for our weekly Wonders update with Loco.
Thanks, Jen. It's time for our Wonders Weather Report. It's a beautiful evening here in the inland northwest. I'm at our local airport enjoying the weather, checking out the view, and I have 4 things for you all to do today. And we're going to practice using YouTube links down there in the description for you to follow. Thing number 1, if you need to, make sure you update your address backer kit for your Kickstarter donation. That is going to close January 31st. You'll find the link in the YouTube description to do that if you need to do that. Thing number 2, make sure you've requested which orbital guide you would like. You're going to make 2 selections, a first choice and a second choice. For those selections, it is a first come, first serve. So make sure you have those choices selected. Third thing, make sure you follow Wonders of the First on socials if you're not already. Make sure you're following Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There's a lot of things shared there that you could definitely learn about Wonders, get some more information, get a heads up on some things. We'll have links to those socials in our YouTube description. And the 4th thing, I really have no words for the news that hit us this week on Alpha Trilogy. But if you haven't already, make sure you go check out Shockham Comics. It is a project he started relative to the Wonders of the First universe with Emma fixed some shock bite and Heliosynth. So make sure you check that out. Once again, the link's there. So please do all 4 of those things this week. Find the links in YouTube. Update that address if you need to. Make sure you pick that collector's guide. Follow Wonders of the First on socials. And please give Shockham Comics a look. Back to you, Tex.
Thank you, Loco, and thank you for mentioning Alpha. He was such an integral part of our Blokpax community, and he will be sorely and forever missed. Now, let's move on to our fantasy sports guru, Miss Eva.
That's right, guys. It's your favorite intern in the Home Team Hero Fantasy Universe, and I have your update. For the Week 14 Fantasy Basketball Contest, we had Jimmy G winning. In second place was Flying Ninja. In third place was the Basketball Icon. In fourth place was Big Rob for the win. In fifth place was NFT Chapter. Moving on to Week 15 Fantasy Basketball, right now in first place is Megatroid. In second place is Philly Willy. In third place is Biggie. In fourth place is Delon Lakers. In fifth place is Gian Unit. And moving on to the entire NFL playoff free fantasy football tourney, right now in the lead is College 31. In second place is Whodat 13. In third place is Max F3. In fourth place is Jerzane. And in fifth place is Dr. Bra. That's all for me, and you stay classy, Blokpax.
Well, I have no doubt, and I don't think anyone's going to argue with me, that intern Eva is going to be taking over the world soon. But a great update as always. Tex, have you ever? You said you entered. Have you ever won a fantasy week?
I have not won. Last week, I thought I had won, and I messaged my dear friend Slappy, asking him what I win. Half, tongue in cheek a little, and then Lamar Jackson went and for about 85 more yards and scored another touchdown, and I ended up in third place. So I like to call that premature jocularity on my part. So I have yet to win the fantasy contest.
Note to self: make sure the games are over.
Yes.
Before you announce you won. Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
At least I did it. Well, I've done it publicly now, but at the time, at least it was private to only one person. But oh well.
Okay.
And on that note, let's go to our good friend Hawkewind, who has our boba update.
Hey, Hawk.
Oh my God!
There you are.
You threw up a little bit in my mouth there off screen. So when I heard, it was disgusting, Tex Huber. Never ever describe your personal life again on air.
Like someone said a little while ago, you get what you pay for.
Oh God. I don't even want to get that. So I'd like to point out that I've won a couple times in fantasy, and that's with me every single week because I'm so good at it. Every week I just put one player that sucks in there. So I handicap so other people can win all the time. But I still win. I don't know how, but I still win.
Is that what you call it? Okay.
Yep.
So like the opposite of a ringer, kind of, I guess that would be.
No, it's just me handicapping myself. There we go. All right, let's get into it. I like to call this segment, it's a faster one for Boba, Bo Jackson Battle Arena. It's going to be Around the Horn. So I'm going to show you a couple things, and I'm going to put you guys, and you're going to do a little guessing game today.
Oh, boy.
I thought we'd start off with a simple one, but people asked this. Let me share my screen, and let's pull it up. And people have asked in the community, some of the newer people, what do redemptions look like? So there's some Inspired Ink autos that were redemptions for a couple different reasons, but mainly maybe the the star players didn't get back their autographs in time. They got them back really quickly, but there was a few delayed a couple weeks here and there. So this is AI, and we all love and know him.
Allen Iverson, and this is what it looks like. So the team at Bojack's Battle Arena did a really nice job. As you can see right here, they put it in their own distinguished little magnetic holder, and they have it up top, and then they protected it really nicely. So here's 2 different ones that are redeemed. I think they redeem it once a week on Tuesdays, roughly. Could vary, but usually on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and they send them out. And people say that they get them back extremely quick. The process to redeem them online is very quick. And some people have also asked, like, how do you redeem them? Just flip the redemption card over, and you can actually see the instructions on where to go website-wise and what to do. So I thought I would show everyone. Now we're going to get into some fun stuff. So let's see here. So I wanted to take a look at what the current prices are for some boxes of boba. So let's go ahead and take a look. So one quick thing is a lot of people don't know about this, but there's a site called 130 Point. And what it does is it takes a bunch of specific sales on eBay and a few other sites, but mainly eBay, and it'll tell you what the sales are. It doesn't do it in real time, so you have to be a little bit careful of that. It takes a little bit while to download, sometimes up to a day. But what it does is it'll tell you what the best offer accepted was. So people do, these are all bins or buy it nows, and auctions, actually, they show it. But it will say if a best offer was accepted, it'll tell you the amount. Well, when you look on sold on eBay, it'll only tell you what the bin price was. It won't tell you what it was actually accepted by the seller. So in this case, you'll see that the launch a day bundle was at $139, but it was accepted at $120. So question you guys, let's start with this one. The actual Alpha Edition Blaster was sold last for $99, which is a pretty big price. What was the MSRP on this one? What is it? You guys remember?
Oh, on the Blaster?
Yeah.
$39.99.
Wrong.
It was?
Nope. Text.
Dang.
We got to move it along.
Then it was $29.99.
No,
29?
Jen was very
No?
close. It was $39.95. Sorry, Jen. You're off by-
Seriously, Hawk?
Yep, off by 4 pennies. All right, the next one. The
Next
next one is the booster box. So the booster
I
box
think I'm going
actually
to throw up now.
the booster box has now surpassed the hobby box, which is absolutely crazy. So how much do you 420? It was a little bit less. I think it sold actually for 412 on offer. So how much do you think this MSRP was? Real quick.
Wasn't that was
On
like
boosters?
45.
I'm
How
going to
much?
say 55.
45.
No, booster, not a blaster, a boost. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
This is booster box, not blaster.
150.
All right, I'll tell you, it's close. 145.50. So you can see how much it's appreciated and now goes for it, 412 versus 145 MSRP. Next, we have the hobby box, which is sold for actually 400 is what the hobby box sold for, best offer. I know it says 450, but on 130 Point it said 400. How much was that one at MSRP?
$199.
75.
225 actually. So the hobby box is one guaranteed auto. It was at 225, and as you can see, that it was cheaper to buy the booster box originally at 145 MSRP. That sells for 412 now, and the hobby at 225 MSRP now sells for 400. And then the big one. This one actually is the jumbo edition. It actually sold for 1,000. Best offer was 1,000, not 1,250. And the jumbo, I'll just tell you, it sold for $495.50 is what it sold at MSRP, and it's up to $1,000 now. So quite an increase in all these boxes, and seems to be increasing a little bit over time as the inventory up for sale goes way down. So wanted to mention that real quick. And then the final thing is, people have seen this. Billy's up for auction at Probstein Auctions. And right now he's up to about 6,000. I'll refresh this. So 101, wow. Billy the dog, pug. And as it's refreshing, it's still 5,950, and it ends in 6 days. I did want to mention though, look at the back. Make sure you look at cards closely. There is damage on the back. And this is probably from the person who actually owned it. This didn't probably
that's
highly
significant
suspect it did not
damage,
come
too.
from the company whatsoever. Yeah, it's like they mishandled it completely. And actually, if you look down here in the description, I think it actually says near mint in the
near mint. If
Near
you
down
don't know
here,
what
it says
mint
near
means.
mint or better in condition. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to go over that real quick, and we're all done.
Awesome, Hawkewind. Well, thank you. That was a wonderful segment.
Yeah, thank you
And
so
now,
much for stopping by, Hawk.
Yeah. And now, Jen, guess what? We have
What?
DHoovey up next.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah. So without further ado, DHoovey.
Thanks, Tex. Hey, everybody. Just wanted to jump on real quick and give an update on the Hall of Fame 1 of 1 boba page that we're doing over at radishphysical.com. A few new postings since the last update. We did get some stuff in from B-Jamps. He has the Grandmama 1 of 1, Waddler, and Jeeves. Those are some sick looking cards. So go over to radishphysical.com, check out the little write-up that he provided about how he got them and what he thinks about them. We've also got Yeti by Mero24. Simply saying, honestly, the art is absolutely sick. Enough said about the Yeti, and yes, it is some sick art. Even though it is the Chiefs, boo Chiefs. And then image not up yet, but we do have a quote from Maro E3. He says, "My boy pulled the Shroud of 101 with his first pack. Awesome hit. CJ Stroud inspired, of course, there. Great player. Lot of promising ahead for CJ Stroud." So those are some of the updates. Again, it's over at radishphysical.com. Jump on there, check it out. Got Cardio Chris still sitting with 8, looks like. So good stuff there. I know there's a lot of 101s still out there. I'm sure some of them have already been hit. Some people are sitting on. Hit me up, DHoovey, over on Discord. Love to get you out of this page so people can check out the 101s that you have. And then before I send it back to Jen, why is it great to have glasses when you're doing math? Because it helps with division. Back to you, Jen.
Thanks, DHoovey. Please don't quit your day job. But please keep those 101s coming, everyone. Very impressive to see all that own them and all of them that are out there. They are some pretty cool cards. So Tex, where's yours?
It's a good question. I have yet to pull a 1 of 1. I'm saving all my 1 of 1s for the wonders when those come. I think I'll get plenty of 1 of 1s then.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
Well, I won't hold my breath.
All right. I think what do we do? What are we doing now? Oh, we have.
I think it's our favorite segment.
It is. Xheryk Wen.
When will we know how sharks work? When is the Shattering? When will we get more details about the Shattering release party? When is the 2025 National Sports Collectors Convention? When will we get geek details about the National? When will we get our collision art? When can we purchase the next Bow Battle Arena release? When is the next Dutch auction? When can we purchase the serialized Lost Miner books? When will Lost Miners be on chain? When will we know more about Cosmos? When can we get more Barefoot Breeze gear? When?
So the first update we have in the win segment is sharks. There we go. Sharks were wallets at the end of last year, and hopefully soon we'll have a date for the reveal, where you'll be able to see the rarity of the sharks and be able to trade and buy and whatnot.
Cosmics. Let's check out Cosmics. There is no new update this week, but we do want to let you know that Blokpax has said they will not be ripping the Bantom packs that they hold in the custodial wallet.
Yep. Want to all those rainbows.
Yeah.
The Wonder Shattering, everyone don't forget March 22nd from 6 to 10 is the actual event. There are still a block of rooms available at the Marriott Columbia, South Carolina through February 28th. There is also a survey that's available to confirm your attendance and how many Kickstarter and serialized boxes you'd like to have delivered there for you to rip. I've also heard that there is an exclusive swag bag with some items in there, so come on down and pick them up. And then also finally, we have a few days left. January 31st is the last day you have to validate and update your backer kit shipping address.
Yeah, get that done. Don't screw it up. Then, if the Shattering isn't cool enough, we have, at the end of July, we have the National in Chicago, the National Sports Card Collectors Convention, where Blokpax is going to have a huge presence there this year. You're not going to want to miss it. If you can get to Chicago, you want to be there. It's July 30th through August 3rd. It's going to be amazing. They have a 50 by 50 booth. We're right in the main hall. They're next to Golden and eBay and Fanatics, all the big boys. So we're going to make our presence known to everyone. And don't forget that is also where the $100,000 Boba Championship is going to take place.
Yes, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So for Collision Art, we do not have any update.
Nope. And there's no update to the Lost Miner book other than there should be hopes of a Dutch auction for those books coming up, the numbered to 99 miner books. And we're hoping that will be sooner rather than later.
Yes. And then as for the next Bow Battle Arena product release, we're expecting there to be an announcement happening by April on exactly when the new product will be available. And that's the update to the current set. And
Yes.
hopefully those are the ones you'll need to finish those silver sets for the tournaments and all the specialized things that they're doing. So very exciting there.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have coming up in just less than 3 weeks, we have the raffle for the silver tickets and the Tom Brady touchdown Super Bowl ball that is signed by Rob Gronkowski. Gronk. I should just say Gronk. It's not
Gronk.
easier. And if you hold those silver tickets, you have to rip them. They need to be ripped to be eligible. So if they're sitting in your wallet, don't leave them unripped. You need to rip them for them to be eligible. And the contest is going to be February 14th. Someone is going to win that ball. It's pretty amazing.
Very exciting.
I hope it's me. I'm just going to say it. I
hope it's you too, Tex.
Oh, you're the best, Jen. Thank you.
And for our last Xheryk Wen segment, it would be Lost Miners. As far as on chain or anything related to them, we do not have an update.
Now, guess what, Jen?
What?
Just like my favorite cheese, I love everything that comes from Vermont, including SlappyWhyte.
Oh!
Slappy, where are you? There he is.
Hey guys.
Vermont's finest.
Hey guys, how are you doing this week?
Doing all right. How are
Exciting,
you?
Thirsty.
exciting updates you guys have going. Just one thing I wanted to share for those watching this. This is, of course, the January 28th show for Around the Blok. And we just concluded the Community Battle Breaks number 4, which was insane. Is that the highlight? I mean, we gave out thousands in value as giveaways, but some of the highlights we upped what the audience got. We upped what the battlers got. We separated, so they each had their own lane. In fact, 15 out of the 16 people who were entered into the battle received something. The only one that didn't receive a bonus prize was the Radish Cabal, which Tex and I are a part of. Let's just say
Wah, wah.
the only one. But you want to know what? We made it to the championship round. So the one thing is we ended up getting 4 boxes of HTH when we were only guaranteed 2. So did we
Oh,
really
there you
know?
go. So you did win something.
We won something.
Yeah.
So the big
There's
highlight,
worse things.
yeah. So I will say, though, I was jealous is that right off the bat, we revealed 2 football drop 3 color pops. Thank you to Schmo for letting us buy those. Radish went out and bought them from him so we could give them away as giveaways. Thank you, Schmo, for doing that. He gave us a great price. He's a good community member. And so the first one off the bat, it was a 3X mic'd up. And we thought, oh my gosh, how can you get better than that? 10X Brawn is what we hit. Just insane. Alpha Trilogy was definitely looking down on that break and just blessing it. It was insane. The color pops, the multipliers, and we hit a 4X later on. I totally forgot about the 4X. And let's see, the only other note, oh yeah, I put it right in front of me, is that we also did an unrevealed Wonders pre-slab. It didn't turn out to be that last quill, but we were hoping for it. Anyway, Community Battle Break number 5. I know there's some people, they want us to do it this weekend. They want it immediately. So we're going to go ahead, and if we can, there's 16 spots. If they're all gone and we can get at least 50 people, yeah, we'll do it. Because the important thing is it's about community. And this battle break, we actually surpassed 100 people in the audience. Never happened before. And I really didn't think that was going to happen this time. Obviously, when we heard the news of Alpha's passing, we didn't promote it. We didn't want to go in the Discord, just let everybody kind of air their grief and kind of sharing that. But you know what? Folks showed up, and maybe partly people were looking for community at that time. But anyway, Community Battle Breaks 5. We'll get that up, the details soon. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Yeah, thanks, Slappy.
Hopefully the Cabal will have a little better luck this time.
All right, I think
it's going to be tough to do
moving on
worse.
Yeah. Well, you could lose in the first round. So, you know.
Well, true. Yeah.
This week's edition of Around the Blok. A huge thank you to our incredible guests, Big Rob, Loco, Hawkewind, DHoovey, and Intern Eva for their insights, and to SlappyWhyte for another standout segment. We'll see you back here next week with more news, stories, and updates from the Blokpax universe. Until then, stay engaged, stay connected, and we'll catch you next time around the block.
Bye, Jen. See you later.
Bye, Tax.
Around the